Hello everyone, welcome to the final update of the Thief LP. This is still Bobbin Threadbare. It's been a long road getting here, hasn't it? What's it been? 4 months? 5? Seems like we've come a long way since first robbing Baffert's Manor. Oh, that's not a good sound.
Artemis, what are you doing here?
I have figured it all out, Garrett. The artifacts. Give them to me. I will show you all the answers.
What do you mean, give them to you? Did you find Orland? What's wrong with you?
Artemis and Garrett, I'm glad that I caught up with you. You were right, Artemis. I have lost my balance. Your words kept at me, nagging, even after you had gone. It was the glyphs. Their draw has been too powerful to us. Once we used them to be keepers of the city, but now what do we keep safe? An empty box, a book of blank pages.
You speak nonsense, Orland.
No, you were right. I've been refusing to see. The clock tower. I thought it pointed to me, but it meant all of us. Finally, I understand why the glyph prophecies can no longer see into the future.
Return to the library, Orland. Now is not the time.
The glyphs have become our keepers. We can no longer use them to protect our interests. We must tell Garrett the truth.
Orland.
Garrett, what we told you. You are the one who must use the artifacts, that much is true. But you are not to destroy the final glyph. No, you must...
Yes. Thinking too clever, but still one step behind. Your keeper Artemis, convenient to use his form to take the artifacts from you. His life, mine. Mine now. And yours. There. No! But no use hiding. 1,000 eyes I have to spy after you. No use running, fleeing. 1,000 legs at my bidding. I will prevail. I have lived years, decades, centuries. I will live forever.
Man, Garrett really booked it that time. Not that I blame him. Damn, poor guy.
Nice rat win.
Come on. Oh shit, there she is. That's a problem.
I hear your heart, your breath. You are scared. Yes, you are scared. You should be.
So there are 3 ways of figuring out where to put the artifacts. The first way is Gamal's notes. If you had written them down,
You mock me, hiding, creeping. You will pay for this.
Yeah, flash bombs don't work. She's got too many eyes.
Now, Garrett, at last
Oh,
you die.
shit. The second way is to look at your objectives. The objectives list has the places you need to go.
1 down, 4 to go.
And the third way is to find Gamal, because Gamal always knows where... Gamal always knows where the artifacts go. If you find her, and she is in every region, then you'll find the site you need to put the artifact. Come on, you asshole, turn around. I know you do, I saw you on patrol. Turn the hell around. Or don't. Step on this. Doesn't sound like Amal's coming back yet. But that was my business in Alldale. That was a cul-de-sac.
I knew I would see you today. Call it intuition.
There we go.
Guards, hurry!
Uh-oh.
Builder, aid me against this spawn! To me! The Builder's fury smites thee! Nothing here to find.
Damn, guys. You rock. Yes, while statues are invulnerable to weapons and swords, mages are actually quite effective against them. Anyway, as I was saying...
Did they cry? Your quasi-brethren? Did they scream? Do not do this thing. It will destroy us all. I suppose that's what they must believe. And I suppose they are right. Did they cry?
So as I was saying, the second artifact belongs in the old quarter graveyard. This is the real reason I sided with the pagans for this, by the way. Because I knew Gamal and her statues could handle the undead. But all this plant life gives me some extra cover. Or at least it feels that way.
Catch and find and crush and crush and crush and find.
And a feeling's good enough in cases like this.
What was that? Something move?
That's
Something
two of them.
there?
But I still have 3 of these artifacts to position.
Nothing here. Nothing at all.
You know, I take back what I said before. I think Garrett really is the one and only Brethren and Betrayer. The problem is that the Keepers were operating under a false premise. They still thought they were the good guys.
I have found wicked murder done.
Well, I thought you saw the statue do that, dude. Oh well.
Out here and in good form right now. I'm sacking your worthless hide.
One advantage the humans have is that the statues don't respawn. Now at this point I could go to Black Market or the docks.
Again, I shouldn't have doubted myself.
The problem is that South Quarter needs to be my last stop.
Not even. Whoa! Okay. Oh.
South Quarter's where the eye goes, naturally. Unfortunately, it makes a full circuit, and South Quarter's on the other end of the circuit from Old Quarter.
The failsafe. The last of all glyphs. Have things become so bad then so soon? Tempting is the power of the glyphs, and weak are little humans like you.
How many times has the failsafe been used? About time to sell some of all this crap.
So, what do you have for me?
6,100. Nice. Now I can buy some real supplies.
How can this have happened? Just like in the books. Killer does what he came here to do, and leaves the scene. Area clue.
Wait, already gave up? What a wimp.
Blood. What a night. It'll sort itself out, one way or another.
Now that right there is a guard who does not want to do his job. I suppose I'll put him out of his misery then. Bad angle. I think I can make it though.
Why won't you let me be? Huh? Oh no! Don't hurt me! I'll get someone who's armed!
I am letting you be, crazy asshole. Also, I wouldn't run in that direction if I were you.
Welcome. Hope you, find everything you need. Did you find everything you want? This ain't the fanciest store, but it's what I got. Come again, and, have a nice day.
Somebody help! It's the man!
You. I saw what you did.
Now you'll get it.
Damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. So, the third artifact is on the dock of the docks.
Ow!
Killed and dead and killed and dead.
Now, quickly. While she's distracted.
So far, so good. Now there's only 2 artifacts left to place.
Hope she's not aiming for me. Oh, she hasn't made it this far, at least. That one poor asshole, though. Uh-oh. Screw it.
What's up? Bloody hell, my eyes! Ouch!
I don't have to come back this way, it doesn't matter. So like I said, South Quarter needs to be the end point. So I'm going to use Old Quarter to double back into Black Market.
Come at once. I saw a corpse. He's right there. Someone had better get him.
Why do they always blame me? Not that I haven't done my share, but...
What's that?
We share flesh and blood, thief.
Say this!
It is through your eye that I see. Painful, was it not? To lose it. But that's why you are the one. Only you are attuned to me. And only I can initiate the failsafe.
I managed to sneak past Gamal, but I'll need to sneak past her one more time to get to the clock tower sigil.
We'll wait, yes. Wait and see.
You know flash bombs didn't work, but what about noisemakers?
Nothing here. Nothing at all. At all. Clicky, clicky. What is the noise?
4 of the 5 are all set. I can't stop now.
Go figure, right? One of the least useful arrows in the entire game. And I finally find a good use for them right at the end. By the way, do I even need to state that Gamal's invulnerable?
Not again!
Did I mention?
And looks like this area is living up to its reputation of being the craziest spot in all the city. Stone Market Plaza. From here it's mostly a job of crossing over to the South Quarter exit. Luckily that's not too hard with Gamal not present.
Oh boy! Guards! Here! Over here! Catch him before...
You really shouldn't run that way. Just saying.
The other sentients, so sad and simple. Most of them cannot even speak. Fascinating, but we are all to unite us. Our power now I see, but only I, even the first to unlock our powers. The last one. Either way, our destiny approaches.
Sorry about the eye speaking over itself, but there was really nothing I could do to stop it.
Nothing and no one, and nothing and no one.
Oh yeah?
Now for the last artifact, the eye. Let's hope this final glyph does something useful.
Fiddle-dee-dum and fiddle-dee-dee. The old gray lady got nothing on me. She wants my shoes and she wants my skin. But just you watch, 'cause I did her in.
If I never see another glyph again, it'll be too soon.
Back with you. Old. Oh, so old. I'll ruin.
Did you see that? Never noticed it before. How could a building just...
goblins at the very stroke of midnight.
Does that look like gold to you there? Hidden there. Hurry, before someone else.
Someone at the window.
They've all gone. What will we do? What will become of the city without us?
hath returned his chalice to us.
Them Jacknall's paw, it becomes he back to us.
Let go of me.
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry.
You have talent. It's no easy thing to see a keeper. Especially one who does not wish to be seen.
So it all ends as it began. The story comes full circle. So for those of you who maybe didn't quite follow what was going on there by the end, let me just hash this out for you. So a guy like Garrett comes along, and he resets the glyphs, and he restarts the keepers. He builds himself a small but talented following that really strives to make a difference, to actively balance the forces of the city, to prevent things like that little gang war towards the end from happening. Now over time, more glyphs are discovered or revealed, and keepers grow in size and in power, but with size comes bureaucracy, and with power comes corruption. And eventually the keepers are so wrapped up in themselves, they've got no time left to keep the city. And then someone like Amal comes along who exploits the glyphs to their most terrible extent, and the leaders do nothing or even help her, knowingly or unknowingly, because exposing her would expose the corruption, and that would jeopardize their position. Why didn't you do anything about this earlier, that sort of thing. And so it's up to a guy like Garrett to reset the glyphs and restart the keepers, thus ensuring that the keepers remain at least somewhat effective at any given point in time. I have to say, whoever set the system up was one canny son of a bitch. Anyway, Garrett's story arc seems to have come to a close now. Especially with that last bit, seems like he's finally accepted his fate now that he knows what it is, as you saw by that little smile there. Either way, there's really nowhere else to go. He's faced a villain from each of the three major organizations of the city. The organizations, by the way, I find are rather easily divided by the old Dungeons & Dragons alignment system. The pagans are chaotic, obviously, as the Hammerites are lawful, and the keepers are in the middle, trying to keep a balance between the other two and other forces, and therefore neutral. Regarding good and evil, I'd actually say that all three organizations are neutral. The Hammerites help build up the city, and they run the factories, but their sense of justice is far out of line. The pagans help out. They sell herbs and spices, plant gardens, help beautify the city. But on a bad day, they'll tell you they'd rather just the whole thing collapsed and got replaced by a forest. And the keepers are too busy avoiding all sorts of attachment, either through love or hate, to bother with good and evil. The villains, on the other hand, represent the philosophies of the three, distilled down to the most villainous elements. The Constantine wanted to throw down the city and replace it with fear, fire, floods. Karas wanted to destroy all organic life and replace it with a unchanging, sterile, robotic utopia. Not that that would have worked. Gamal was the most selfish of the three. She had no grandiose plan aside from simply living far longer than she had any right to by absorbing the lives and identities of others. Her grand plan was simply to destroy the only means of stopping her. Nevertheless, she was no less a danger to the city than the other two, especially once she was revealed. She's a cancer, in more ways than one. Anyway, I can only hope that the developers of Thief 4, aside from getting rid of that ludicrous name, who replaces an A with a 4, honestly, is that they realize that Garrett's story arc is over. And while a series reboot is seldom welcomed, in this case I think it's warranted. So to any of you who've gotten this far, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.